All right. We're live. We are alive. And I need to get the sound working. There we go. Oh, that's funky. What's going on, guys? It's me, your boy, Ian D, aka Melodic Smile Gaming, and we are back again with another Pokemon Violet Let's Play. So last week, well, it's still this week, but Wednesday, we ended up trying to get a shiny Glalie. However, that did not happen, but there is a surprise that I have a little bit later. So we're gonna rock out for a little bit, and then we're going to see where the night leads us, shall we? So I'm going to get this all shared out, and then the fun can begin. Alright. You'll have to excuse me clearing my my throat. I literally just inhaled some food because I got home a little bit later than I wanted to. Alright, I think that is good. Actually, wait, let me handle some more business. Alright, we can officially begin. So I'm gonna get out the old controller, see what's happening on the map. We got a Mismagius outbreak, that evil fish that I hate. Varoom. We got that bird who's shiny. It's just not the best. We got Ghastly, we got Weasel, and Swablu. I don't really want to do any of those. Oh, cool. Alright. I am thinking. Let me look at this team again. Not sure what I want to do here. Bug fighting. What are your moves again? No. Yeah, I got there a little eventually. Because part of me is thinking about taking on that, the dark base over here. But I don't know. The electric gem. Choices. You know what? We're already near it. There's no time like the present. Whoa, hold it, you. Up ahead's the base of operations for Team Star's Dark Crew. You may know us as the Segan Squad. Yep, and we don't take too kindly to random kids sniffing around our turf. Sorry, but if you don't turn yourself around here, amiga, we'll have to send you packing. Wait, hold up. Just going on a hunch here, but are you that Isabella kid? You know, that piece of work we're out to get for declaring war on Team Star? Maybe I am. Maybe I am, she says, cool as a cucumber. Honesty's not always the best policy, you know. You know what? Doesn't matter who you are. You're not getting through. Buzz off or get trashed by me and Battle Kid. What'll it be? I'll get... Oh, yeah. I read that wrong. I was about to pick the wrong one. I'll take you on. Ah, sassy kids like you were the worst. That's it. Prepare to get stomped to the dirt. You'll probably be able to take that hit a little better. Why did such a sassy kid have to be so strong? Because I'm just built like that. That's what it is. Ah, how the heck could I lose? Well, whatever. It's your problem now. Finish up here for me, would you, bud? Okay, thanks. Hasta la vista. Hasta la vista. She's new to the team, you know. Might have a little chat with her about that attitude. Well, I'm gonna go into the base now and give the rest of the squad the heads up. We'll come at you full force if you set foot inside, so you might want to consider turning tail. Either way, best of luck to you, Amiga. Hasta la vista. Oh my gosh, hey! How are you? Thank you for making it out. I appreciate that. I need to actually be fully awake for your streams, because do you stream like every single time it's at 12, or are there like certain different times? I see you took care of the guards. Nice work. Now holed up in that base is Team Star's Dark Crew, the Seekin Squad. Their boss, Giacomo, pretty much runs the whole of Team Star, and he also produced that wild soundtrack of theirs himself. He's a sharp guy. Aw, well, I'm glad you're here. That actually makes me really happy. Even our declaration of war wouldn't have ruffled him in the slightest. His plan is probably to wear you out with a wave of grunts, then finish you off himself. No use trying to outthink strategic types like him. Bring him down with a head-on attack. Just keep on defeating as many Pokemon as you can until the big man himself shows up. 12-4, okay. You know what's real funny about that? I had a singing stream that I was doing from like 12-4 sometimes. And then I was like, not many people are here, but it also depends on time zones and stuff too, you know. But I have also found that if you have the right people, even if they're not necessarily engaging in the chat, they'll have you on in the background and they'll be listening, and then when they pop in, type something real quick, they'll do that. But what do you stream, my love? Ring the bell on the gates once you're ready to kick off this phase of the operation. Time to swipe the Seekin Squad off the map. Alright, so I'm still thinking about this whole team situation right now. So we'll go do that in a second. But, like, part of me wants to add somebody else, but there's nobody necessarily readily equipped that I want to use. Because we haven't really caught anything, so everything is a little under level. Because what moves do you know? Okay, so we got Draining Kiss on you. This may be worth a shot here. So I'm gonna bring you. We're gonna swap you guys. And for whatever reason, I want you to get experience. So I'm gonna bring you with me as well. Wait, no, didn't mean to do that. Play rough. Okay. So maybe swap you out for... I don't know. I'm gonna play with these move sets for a second. But thank you guys again for being here. It really does. It does my heart happy to see some faces in here. And my love Annie is here. Am I pronouncing that right? Please correct me. Is it Annie, Ani, an I? Let me know so I don't sound a fool. Alright, we're gonna change these moves here. So alright, so we're gonna have to check the TMs for you. But do we have any? Okay, so we got Charm. Oh, that's all we got? Not necessarily loving that. However, I know that move is decent enough. She has Dazzling Gleam. You're just a little too weak. Oh. Remind me later. Not at trying to update my camera right now. That's what we're not going to do. Because it's going to take you forever to actually level up. So I think we are going to bring Klefki. And then we'll see what moves you get into very quickly. I mean, I told you I haven't really watched it, but Dean and Cass were my favorites. Let's see what you can do. Fairy Lock, Fairy Wind. Okay. You get Draining Kiss too. So we're definitely gonna put in Draining Kiss. Get rid of this Recycle. I think that should be good. Alright, now our team looks like it is all somewhat alright. We're gonna go for this here. We're gonna leave Sofrito up at the top for now. Ring this bell and ding ding is on. Beep. Seems the folks behind Operation Starfall are finally making a move against our base. You know what that means, gang. Time for us to shine bright and avenge our teammates. And hey, little intruder, just so you know, if you got the skills to beat 30 of our Pokemon in 10 minutes, our boss might deem you worthy to meet in person. Break a leg. Let's go. Let's get it. I really don't know why, like, it possibly takes people like 10 minutes to do these. It was the jump for me. Wow. Oh, look at these big guys. Yeah, you'll be fine. Two more. They always get that last one, and I'm here for it. She's way above our level. We gotta go get the boss. You've done a real number on us, Party Crasher. Isabella, was it? I'm Giacomo. At the deck, I go by DJ Vice. Call me whichever, it's a vibe either way. Nice to meet you and all, but how about we skip straight to your outro? Don't worry, I'll play a sick requiem as you crash and burn. Let's get this party started! Oh, at least he's still like actually wearing the school's uniform. You don't really think things through, do you? Declaring war on Team Star is a real bad move. I'll tell you it's a bad move. That right there. Time to up the tempo. This show ain't over yet. I didn't realize how essentially he is one of the earlier ones, so I could have, you know, brought Larvesta here. We're essentially really over leveled for this. Bruh. For him to be the strategist, you think he would be like one of the stronger ones. I guess that's that. About a year and a half ago. I guess that's that. I forget which one that is. What's up, Giacomo? Did something happen? The big boss just wanted my take on some stuff. So we had a chat and settled on a few plans. A few plans? Like, for what? Operation Star, first of all. And also, a new code of conduct for the team. You know how tons of new members have joined up recently? Well, we figured we gotta make some team rules, like a code, so we'll all be on the same page. Nice. You'll come up with a great code for us, won't you, Giacomo? No thanks. Way too much pressure. I mean, yeah, I used to be president of the student council, but you know everyone ended up hating me after that, right? Of course we know. You forced a ton of stuffy rules on everyone and they wouldn't take it. We got some other nerd to replace you after like 5 minutes. I cannot help but concur. Male students' hair must stray no farther than 1.8 inches below the nape, and so forth. Your rules were vexation made manifest. My point exactly. So you'll all agree that I shouldn't be let anywhere near this new code. But you always know what's best for the team. Giacomo, you look out for us. You've earned our trust many times over. Without you, Team Star just wouldn't work. That stuck-up student council prez isn't who you are anyway, man. A code written by Giacomo I'm looking at now. I'd follow that any day. As would I. Okay. Thanks for the ego boost, everyone. I'll do it. I'll write up the darn code. I did the best I could. I wrote that code myself, and there's no going back on it now. My days as a boss are over. So here. Take my star badge, would you? Aww. He's a good guy. He's just a stickler for rules. I'll give you this choice TM too. You earned it fair and square. That's really funny. He gave us foul play. Heh. So this is how the party ends. But let's talk about those Pokemon of yours. They're crazy strong, huh? You learned those trainer chops at the academy? Like what moves you should use and stuff? Sure did. Huh. Okay. You like it at the academy? Having fun? Yeah, I'm enjoying it. No kidding. Sorry to interrupt, but are you Giacomo? Whoa! Wasn't expecting a giant pompadour to make a guest appearance today. Yo, the shade! I'm screaming. Screaming! You get a Quaxwell to style that up for you? Just after a quick word, would you mind? Sure. I can tell it's going to be something annoying, but I guess I'm newly freed up on time. Thanks. I'll get straight to it. It seems all of you in Team Star are headed for expulsion if you keep up your current activities. So, why don't you break up the team and start attending class at the academy again? That's what you want to know? As it happens, we're actually waiting on a pal, though we don't know if they'll be coming back. A pal? A close friend of yours, are they? They're only the strongest boss in all of Team Star. Like how there's a top champion who's the absolute #1 trainer, you know? They're the one who invited us over us other bosses to form the team. We call him the Big Boss. And where is this big boss of yours now? Wouldn't we like to know? We haven't heard from him in, I don't know, must be a year and a half now. We thought that if we kept Team Star going, then they'd get back in touch one day. But the teachers kept pressing us to call it quits, and then we get party crashes like you two. Maybe the big boss did ditch us. They were talking about breaking up the team before and all. So, Team Star and this big boss of yours... Whoops, hold up, Dixon. Didn't read the name. So, Team Star and this big boss of yours, they're really that important to you. Is the sky blue? Let me put it in words you eggheads at the academy might understand. They're my greatest treasure. Aww. I actually like Giacomo. He seems like a sweetheart. And I don't know if those are his actual eyelids or if he just, you know, he's a DJ that uses the eyeshadow. Isabella, it's me. Giacomo's star badge is now yours, then. I see. With its boss out of the picture, the Segan squad is pretty much done for. Now Giacomo, too. Sorry, I've got a lot on my mind right now. So, Operation Starfall. You've taken down all but 2 bases, so it's fair to say it's going well. This seems like a good time to let you know what we're ultimately aiming to achieve. Our final goal is to defeat the mastermind that first recruited the 5 squad bosses and created Team Star, the one they call the Big Boss. Who is this Big Boss? Who knows? They control the 5 squad bosses from the shadows. That's all anyone can say. If we defeat this person and get them to declare the team disbanded, that'll be it for Team Star. Since the Big Boss never set up their own base and keeps their identity hidden, I take it they're not one for the spotlight. But once all the squad bosses are out of action, the Big Boss will finally have to take the stage. Now, about your reward. I'll transfer some LP over to your phone, as promised. Hey. Have your Pokemon learn strong moves so they can continue to be of use to the operation. My supply unit rep should be with you soon. Hey there, Isabella. That, sounded like a pretty serious phone call. You're so nosy. Like, yeah? Ugh, I wasn't talking to you. What's going on, Q? Long time no see. How are you? Ah! Yo, he really likes Penny. That is so funny. He really treats her like a sandwich. So, that mastermind you were talking about, Cassiopeia has mentioned them to me too. Team Star's founder. The person who caused all kinds of misery at the Academy. If we don't take them down, I'll lose what I treasure most in the world. What do you mean? I'm doing all right. I'm definitely doing all right. It's a very long day, but we're making it work. We're making it work. No, I just that's right. You need your reward. Here, take it before I forget. All right. Well, I'll be off then. Oh, and Isabella, don't lose to those guys. Oh, Penny. I wish to know more about you. Alright, so I'm actually going to, I guess, put my team back to what it was just now. Although I really do kind of want to, I don't know what reason it is, but like this Larvesta is so cute to me. So I'm going to bring it with us. Who else did I take off? Did I put Clodsire back or was he already there? Torkoal. It was Torkoal. So Torkoal, because that would be 2 fires. We're going to bring Clodsire back right now. And we're actually going to take a trip to the school and actually do some of these classes because your boy hasn't done any of them since we started. So, tome la goza, we go. But yes. I am having a lovely day. Been out and about. Definitely have some more of that to do. But it's all good. And what also would be good is if you guys make sure that you like this video. I cannot see the oh, it doesn't, I don't think it refreshes for me on here. But yeah, if you haven't liked this video yet, please like it. It helps us out, gets us out to more people, and you know, it builds our family. Good morning, Miss Isabella. What class would you like to take? I think we're gonna do some more biology. Cause if you're talking body... You like biology with Mr. Jacques? Yes. Thank you, my good sir. Class will begin soon, don't be tardy. Don't be tardy for the party. Hello. I hope everyone's ready to learn some new things today. I seem to remember teaching you all about the importance of eggs in our last class together. On that note, is everyone using their Pokedex? It registers Pokemon born from eggs as well as those encountered via other methods, so don't you worry about that. And just so you know, I'm the one who developed the Pokedex app. It was way before I started teaching here at the Academy, though. Oni's here, guys! Oh my god, hi Oni, hey! What's going on, my friend? How are you? Back then, I was a researcher. In fact, Director Clavel wasn't working in education at the time either. He was researching alongside me at the same facility. I can't speak for everyone, but for me, I'm alright. I'm doing alright. We got to research Pokemon together day in and day out. Those sure were fun times. I got yelled at all the time, though. Wait a second. How did I get onto this? Pretty sure I was talking about the Pokedex. Anyway, Today I'd like to teach you about catching Pokemon. As all of you know, a great way to catch a Pokemon more easily is to first lower its HP. But there's another way to up your chances of a successful catch. Can you guess what it is? Status condition! Wow, that's right, Isabella, great job! The correct technique for making Pokemon easier to catch is to inflict them with a status condition. Sleep is an especially effective status condition. It makes Pokemon drastically easier to catch. If you have a Pokemon that can use moves that put opponents to sleep, like Sleep Powder or Hypnosis, filling up your Pokedex will be a cinch. There are other ways to improve your catch rate as well, like using Pokeballs specifically designed to be effective against certain Pokemon. Eating foods that make you catch... Eating food, because I keep adding the S to that. Eating food that gives you catching power works too. Or sneaking up on a Pokemon from behind to catch them by surprise when you start a battle. If you're having trouble, you may want to make the rounds to the gyms to get gym badges. Earning gym badges will make it easier to catch Pokemon of higher and higher levels. Ooh, okay. I'm jealous of you. That sounds like a really nice day. Wow, that's amazing. I love that for you, especially the massage part. Cause is your back feeling better now, or is it still kind of the same? Please do come show me your Pokedexes once they start to fill up. Another day, another enjoyable class. Oh yeah, don't forget our next class will be a test. Ew, why'd I come back here? Listen, we just finished doing the Dark Team Star base. So I was like, you know what? Especially because we were just talking about classes, why don't I actually go do some of these classes? So we did that. But Oni, I actually have a surprise for you. So you were here last time, and I know that you remember that we were trying to get the Glalie. And I said that, you know, when I come back home, I'm gonna try to get the picnic encounters up so that we could get that shiny. However, when I tried to do that, I got home after the outbreaks had already changed. So I ended up missing that. But, and it's really funny. See, I'm telling you that ice bath works. You know what I'm talking about. So, you also remember how last week we were trying to get that Frostlass, and we didn't get that either. So I was on my way and I was checking the map, and there were a bunch of different things. There was a Frostlass encounter on the map, and I was like, you know what? I don't want to do that again. I'm not even going to go for it. So I started to just move, and I was still in the same area, and I just like went up that little ramp that we were on. And you want to take a guess at what we found? A shiny Frostlass. Unfortunately, it was not on camera, but it's great that we finally got that after the fact. And even though we didn't get the Glalie, we still got one of Snorunt's evolution shiny. So it still worked out. But I know that you were here last time, so I was like, I gotta show him that. I have to show him that. But alright, back to the classes. Alright, so do we want to just take this midterm right now? Let's get the test over with. Right? Like, she is pretty, because I was walking up to her and I was like, something about you looks different, but my brain is not fully processing. So then I went and she was like, swing, and I was like, hey! So, you know, we did it. Listen, a win is a win. I do not take it as any loss because we still got something out of it. And just the sheer fact that I get to spend time with you guys on a Friday night or a Monday night or a Wednesday night, it all makes me feel like I'm winning something. Yeah, why does it not refresh this for me? That's so weird. All right. Hello, everyone. Today is our midterm exam. It sure feels good to fill in all those empty spaces on the answer sheet, doesn't it? Take your time and contemplate each question carefully. Oh, it's an actual test. I thought he was playing. What button would you use to let a Pokemon out of his ball so that it can walk with you? So, I mean, technically the R engages the Let's Battle, but I feel like the ZR kind of just lets them stand there and they haven't really followed me. But I don't like this. I don't like this. So I'm gonna go with because I was confused about it because I'm like, R technically lets them come out and it lets them, you know, attack things, but I'm like, but ZR does that too. But we're probably gonna take it again. Combine one letter and one, right? Like because they're both so like intertwined. It's weird. Combine one letter and one number below to correctly say when and where eggs are found. Okay, so A2. Which of the following is an effective way to warm up eggs? B. It should have been a trick question because flame body. What will not make Pokemon easier to catch? I mean, you can't technically, you know, give them berries in this one. What will make it easier to catch Pokemon of higher and higher levels? Gym badges. This question won't affect your grade. How do you like the Pokedex? Is it easy to use? I can't see that first one. Okay. Alright everyone, time's up. I hope you all enjoyed tackling those questions. That last question was just something that I'm personally curious to know. Don't tell the director about it, okay? I'll grade these right away. I hope you're all looking forward to see how you did. It feels great to get a test out of the way, doesn't it? Let's take a look at your results. You must get 3 questions correct to pass the midterm exams, and 4 questions correct to pass the final exams. Let's see how you did on your biology test. You answered 5 out of 5. Hey, so it was ZR. I knew it. I knew it. 5 out of 5, baby. Let's go. That's our passing score. Congratulations. Mr. Jacques asked us to give this reward to any student who passes the exam. Okay, EXP candies, let's go. Thank you, Jacques. Alright, I'm here for that. Also, what I'm here for, if you like this video, I am already here for you, but that helps me out, so it's always appreciated if you like the video. Alright, so we'll do something different now. Let's try languages. Oh yeah, I have my my Talonflame. Not for this account, but for the other one, because for this one I haven't really done any breeding because it doesn't have the online access, so me trying to do the Masuda method is annoying. But once we beat this profile's like main story, in terms of like hunting through the Masuda method, I'm gonna switch over to my personal account. You'd like languages with Mr. Salvatore? Yes, I would. Don't be tardy for the party. Right? And like, I just love it, especially because the area that I'm usually at, I'll just be like, oh, it's a bunch of grass things, a bunch of annoying things. Go ahead, Talonflame, let's get it. My dear students, how are all of you today? Feeling good, I hope. I really hate his haircut. I really do. Je m'appelle Salvatore. My name is Salvatore. Merci beaucoup. That is, thank you very much for your attention here in my class. I'm like, I've never even seen that word because I did not take French. I was always a Spanish kid. Heureux or happy for this chance to re-experience my younger days with you all. Really? That means savior? Interesting. Okay. That's right. My classes will teach you about various languages from different regions. You may say good morning or hello as a greeting, but people from elsewhere may say bonjour or salut. I've heard there's even a popular streamer out there who smashes several languages together and says, okay, first of all, I feel like he talked about me. Like, that's wild because I'll be speaking English, I'll be speaking a little bit of Spanish, I'll be speaking some Tagalog. Like, it's just all over the place. He just shouted me out in the game. I'm here for that. Thank you, Salvatore. Okay, stop. That's actually really cute. Stop it. That's so cute. I swear. Oni, you're adorable. I can't. There are so many regions out there in our world, and each can have their own unique languages. Gracias, merci, sheshe, arigato, danke. These all have the same meaning. Can you guess what that is? Thank you. Oh snap, I just actually noticed that Nimona's in class. That's crazy. Whoa. Isabella, was it? Brava, that's correct. And speaking up is important in language learning too. Gracias, merci, sheshe. These words all mean thank you. I guess some of you probably knew at least one of those. Despite meaning the same thing, their lengths and sounds are all different. Isn't that interesting? Listen, y'all already know more than me. I actually need to get back on my language studies. I don't know if I had talked to you about it before, but I want to say maybe like a year and a half ago at this point, I was really obsessed with these Filipino BL series, and they obviously speak a bunch of English mixed with Tagalog, and they would do interviews, and like a lot of my favorite like people in the shows, I wouldn't know what they were saying, so I was like, I want to learn because, you know, I'm really interested in this. I had actually already bought Rosetta Stone, and I was using Spanish so that I could finally like immerse myself in it, because I've always wanted to learn, you know, Spanish since I was younger. So Rosetta Stone has a lifetime package. They need to just like make me like a brand ambassador for them at this point, because I'm always talking about them. I started with Spanish, and I got their lifetime package, which is you pay one price, and after that you get exclusive access to all 25 of their languages that they have on there, and you can switch between them at any time. Like, I literally was in the beginning of Spanish because I dumbed myself back down because I was like, it's been a while since I've spoke Spanish. So I was in Spanish, and then I switched over to Tagalog, and then I was there for a while, and between work and like life situations I kind of fell off, and I need to get back to that. But like, I love languages. Yes, like I was on YouTube every single night watching all of these shows, and like especially when they would have the translations at the bottom, I would be like, wait, I think that means this, and then I started using Google Translate to kind of make my own like sort of like vocabulary book of just words and stuff and what they mean or translate to. So it's really fun. It's really cool. But the fact that your wife knows 4 languages, like, she's a beast. What languages does she know? No, seriously, like, if you want to learn, I highly recommend Rosetta Stone. It doesn't teach you in like the normal way where it'll be like blue equals azul. Like, it'll show you a picture or multiple pictures and it'll be like, okay, what is this? So like it starts putting images and things in your brain, and then you start like learning little sentences or like, you know, like different parts of it to then eventually put it all together. Super cool. And I love the fact that it's only one set price. Like normally I want to say it's like $200 something. Right now, at least it should still be. It was on sale for $179. You pay that once and you get all of those languages and never have to pay it again. So I recommend it. I definitely recommend it for sure. Spanish, English, Italian. Ooh, I've been wanting to learn Italian too. Portuguese. Okay. Yo, your wife is a beast, but then again, she's married to you and y'all are both beasts, so like, I'm here for that. I'm here for all of that. Honestly, from my experience, just being able to say hello, delicious, and thank you in the local language will get you pretty far. For everything else, just pretend you're Mr. Mime and gesture away. No, he did not. He did not just tell you to act like a Mr. Mime. That's crazy. Oh, there's that pesky bell. I guess that's all the time we have for today. Well, adios, matene. A la prochaine. See you later, everyone. It's very interesting that they do have a language course in here, when realistically, like, I feel like the bulk of all these characters are speaking the same language with just a tiny bit of Spanish. So we're gonna go back to that class. Yeah, you're definitely making me want to like completely get back on my language stuff. And I still have my book. Like, I literally, even when I was doing the Rosetta Stone, I got a little notebook, and anytime there was a sentence that would come up, if I didn't instantly know what it was, I would write it down to then write the translation later. Okay, yeah, no, that definitely does help. Because for me, especially when I was still at Panera Bread, I actually worked with 2 Filipino people, and they would like, you know, they would give me tips and stuff. Like my, I guess one of my lead line people, her name was Lori, and she was the legitimate Tagalog speaker, whereas my homeboy Ron, who would work on the weekends, he was one of the ones that spoke a lot of slang. So like it would be like a mix-up word or like half a word, but you could, as long as you get that part out, everybody knows what you're saying. And sometimes I would try to say the words to her that he would give me, and she's like, "Oh, you're speaking slang. I don't do that." And I'm like, "Bro, like what?" It was funny. Like I really love language. All right, DoorDash, relax. It's like your area is very busy right now. Don't worry, we're going back out when I can get some gas. Ooh. Yeah. No, I can see why, because especially if you're trying to constantly translate Spanish for them while trying to learn another language, it's messing with your own brain. My dear friends, how are you all today? Feeling absolutely fantastic, I hope. It's time for Salvatore's language lesson. Êtes-vous prêt? Are you ready, everyone? You can answer with yes or oui. I don't really like French, but I'll go with the oui. C'est super. In our last class, I believe, I taught you all how to say thank you in other languages, right? En les cours de aujourd'hui, today's class, we will learn about a certain word sure to make people happy when you use it in your travels abroad. What word, you ask? Well, you'll have to guess. Délicieux, hauchi, bueno. Can anyone tell me what these words mean? Delicious. Whoa, correct. C'est super. I knew I could count on you, Isabella. Délicieux, hauchi, bueno. All of these words mean delicious. Oh yeah, because you do love your French shows. You definitely do. Listen, I've noticed that certain times, and just in general, especially when learning a language, you're always gonna find that one part that like you're stronger at. So like some people, they'll hear it, they'll be able to get all the pronunciations and all of that like instantly. Some people will struggle with that, but they'll be better at reading it. And then some people that can read it and not speak it, other people will not know how to read it, but they can write it. So it's like all these different things. Because for me, I know that like, especially with Tagalog, my pronunciation, like I was very, very particular about that. And then reading was good. But for me, it was like making sure that my brain could get full sentences out instead of just like tiny little things. I never tried to write it, but every now and then they would have you like type it or something in there. So like you get all of that practice with writing and the speaking and the pronunciation and the reading. And I really like how it works all of that out in your own brain. But definitely slower is the way to go, especially because I'm going to compare Tagalog to French in the sense that some of the words tend to be a little bit longer or have like either a softer sound or like a really hard sound. And sometimes you need to take your time with that. Especially if you're learning Tagalog, just putting that out there, because some of those words, whew. Using the local word for delicious at markets or restaurants is sure to get a big sourire, a smile, that is, from whoever you're talking to. It'll make communication go more smoothly, I guarantee it. People love it when someone says the cuisine of their homeland is delicious. Who wouldn't be happy to receive such a compliment? And now, apropos of nothing, let me give you all one of my wise words of advice. The first step to smooth communication is to compliment the person you're talking to. After all, it's not very likely that a compliment would put someone in a bad mood. This doesn't only apply to people in other regions either. It's the same for all of you too. You can put this tip to use with one of your classmates. See, like it literally is like the amount of practice that you get in it for sure. How about you all try complimenting each other after class? I bet it'll make for an ambiance plus sympathique, a more friendly atmosphere. That's all for today. See you all à prochain cours. Next lesson, that is. Adios. Matane. It keeps you sharp. The practice definitely keeps you sharp, and like it makes it easier to pick up when like other people are struggling, how to help them, you know? I'm actually liking this language class. Even though he speaks way too much French for me, I'm here for it. I'm definitely here for it. It is also 8:07. Since I'm rocking out and vibing, especially because Oni's here, I'm gonna go till 9. I'll go till 9 and then I will do all of the other things that I gotta do. My dear friends, how are all of you today? You certainly look fantastic. It's time for another one of Salvatore's language lessons. Ete vopres? Are you ready? Ahem. Ete vopres? Are you ready? Oh oui. Très bien. Very good. My lessons are not a one-way street. No, no. I am très triste when no one speaks up. Very sad, that is. You get me for a little bit more time. I'm also recording Drag Race, so I don't miss it, because as soon as we get done, I gotta get myself some gas and then go DoorDash some more. In our last class, I believe I taught you all how to say delicious in other languages, right? In le cours d'aujourd'hui, today's class, we will learn about a very special phrase that you can put to use when the time is just right. I shitaru. Je t'aime. Te amo. Ich lieb dich. Does anyone know what these phrases mean? I love you. Fantastique, Isabella. Correct. You deserve a médaille d'or, a gold medal. Je t'aime, te amo, ich lieb dich. These three phrases you know, I think. Why? Because they're all quite famous ways to say I love you. Oh my, have I embarrassed you all, my friends? What timids little garçons et filles? Shy boys. It really depends. I'm not gonna lie, like, lately it's been a little bit rough, but there are some people that are, you know, decent tippers, or if it's a little bit of a longer trip, they kind of, you know, make it happen. But, it really depends on the day. I do try to utilize the, the busier hours. So typically, like, dinner runs from, for them, it's usually about 4:30 to like 9, and then there's some nighttime hours after that. But different areas will stay busier depending on, you know, the logistics of traffic and such. Wait, really? Oh, no. What? No, you stop playing. Nah, it had to be more than that. Because you're already naturally a likable person, so, like, not only should people want to tip you, but, like, you should still get something, even if it's not from the tips. DoorDash usually will balance it out with, like, driver pay. It's so very important to express your feelings about things to others, you know? This is especially true for positive emotions. If you get married someday and argue with your spouse over some silly little thing, all you have to do is apologize and say, I love you. Esto era bien. And all will be well. That's definitely not true. Which is weird though, because, like, I don't know. Yeah, I can definitely say that a lot of times it does. That's really surprising, because, you know, everybody's all, like, health conscious and, like, nicer and all of that jazz. That's crazy. That's really crazy. But no, a lot of times I'll get, like, you know, $2 to like $4 depending on what it is, and then it'll add up. It also depends on how long I'm doing it for. Like, usually I'll try to give myself at least 2 hours. I prefer to do like 4 or 5 hours at a time, but obviously because of stream, trying to balance with that is a little harder. So typically, if I have a stream at 7, I'll try to do from 4 to 6 and then be home by 6:30 so that I can eat something really quick and then jump on stream. And then some days, like today, I'll go back out and then do from like 9, sometimes like 9 to 11, 9 to 10, depending on if it feels like it's necessary for me to still be out then. I also unfortunately recognize the importance of weather. So even if it's a day where it's super rainy, super snowy, even though you want to stay home and, you know, bundle up and be safe, it makes more sense to go out on those days because people are all going to be ordering out because nobody's leaving their houses. So, you know, there's a lot of different factors to it. I should know. Why, just last week I had a big argument with ma femme, my dear wife, that is. Why is he smiling while saying this? But I was quick to say I'm sorry and all is well. He not telling you the whole truth. Oh, I just noticed that his brooch is an Alolan Raichu tail. That's cute. And now, apropos of nothing, let me give you all one of my wise words of advice. It's best to be quick to apologize when you have an argument with someone. That goes for your families, friends, and your crushes. I know you can do it. I believe in you. Our Procaine course, our next class, will be the midterm exam. Be sure to review what we learned in all of our lessons so far. Adios, matane. These headphones are good, but like these little pads are so small. Oh snap. It's a Gengar. Hey buddy. Psyduck clearly went home. And the Noibats are out, so it definitely means, yep, I was like, it's definitely nighttime now. Alright, so we're going to take our language midterm. And what class do you guys, you know, want us to do next? And by you guys, I mean Oni. I think we'll get one more class to a midterm and then randomly see if there's anything else we want to do the last half hour. Or we might just, you know, knock all this out because we do need to get it done. Ahorhui. Today, we take our midterm exam. Detens-vous, relax, that is, and do your best. Êtes-vous prêts? Are you ready? Let's begin. Gracias, arigato, merci, and sheshe all share the same meaning. What is it? Thank you. Which of the following means delicious? Which of these phrases don't belong? Time to eat, screaming. That's a form of love. That's definitely a form of love. Oh, finish it. Okay. You just want to hear me just attempt to say these words. When speaking with a person, what is the first step to smooth communication? Compliment them, get mad at them, bury them in flattery. Screaming. Compliment them. What is your beloved teacher's name? Theodore Leonor. That's cute. Stephanie, time is up. Posez vos stylos. Put down your pens, that is. I hope that was easy enough for you, especially that dernier question, that last question. I'm sure you all did great. Bravo, my friends. You can check your scores at the school's front desk. Feels great to get a test out of the way, doesn't it? Let's take a look at your results. So I have been making like some when I can, at least like from the little clips of the game. I keep telling myself I also need to, there's this one video that I think is going to be really cute. I'm going to strip down when we found that Espeon that was a Ditto. Because I feel like that was a very like, bro, what a twist moment. But yeah, no, I definitely have to get more into like the creation of content, not just the streaming. 5 out of 5. Ow. What you about to give us? More candies. Let's go. Alright, so Oni wants us to finish the languages. Let's get it. The one that I really don't want to do is math. I've never cared about math. Except for when my brain, I guess it was also because partly OCD, self-diagnosed, and also Asperger's, self-diagnosed. I like long division because the process was like very like soothing to me for some reason. Yeah, like I still have some, because the problem that I'm finding, especially when I'm taking the clips from the Switch, it won't show the full camera like in the actual video, so it'll be whatever's directly in the middle. So if I don't have whatever is set in that middle, then the video is pointless. But you know, then I might also just post it as like a regular video. It'll still just be a couple seconds, but it won't count as like a short. Yeah, I'm really surprised that Nimona has sat through this class for this long. It's because she know I'm here. That's what it is. We're halfway there, and now time for another lesson. Êtes-vous prêt? Are you ready? I'm saying yes this time. Très bonne réponse. Great answer. Merci, my friends. I knew I could count on you, stars. Leading up to the midterm, we've learned all sorts of words from different regions. Starting today, though, I'll be throwing a curveball before we begin listening comprehension. So I'm not, well, I haven't been using any editing software for it. I've just been taking, well, I'll trim the videos on the Switch, and then I'll send them to my phone, and then I'll post them from there. So I haven't like done any actual like editing of them. Oh, he has an assistant Pikachu? Aww, that's my guy. As you just heard, Pokemon can also use words to communicate. It's not always easy for us to understand them, but their words have meaning, just as ours do. Pokemon can use language to share all kinds of information with each other, like the location of food, or whether there may be predators nearby. The same Pokemon's cries may sound different depending on what it wants to say. I'm very interested in this, okay. I'm sure you're all curious, so ahorhui. Today, that is, let's learn some Pokemon language. Je t'en prie, if you would be so kind, Pikachu. Oni, I love you, I swear. Okay, first of all, this seems like a bad word. I'm saving this picture. He just called me a bad word. Say it again, please. Like, he looked happy when he did it, so I'm gonna say happiness. But it sounded like, it didn't sound like how he looked. Okay, no, so that sounds sad. Oh, angry. That sounded sad to me. Oni, you're the best, I swear. Okay. He really did. I'm congratulations, Pikachu. That was a brilliant acting job. He's getting more book than I am. just a zoom in for me. If you poke at your Pokemon too many times while washing them during picnics, they'll get mad at you like Pikachu just demonstrated. Well, adios, matane. Arabrake. See you later, everyone. I knew that, and I've actually been telling a lot of people that. I'm like, well, because I saw originally it was Jean-Luc, but like, I knew that he had an actual name, and I was like, well, first of all, why would they even bother to do that? Especially if they weren't going to make it like region appropriate, you know? That's really funny. That's actually really, really funny. I know that Gengar did not just lick the table. Nasty. You're nasty. My dear friends, how are all you today? I hope you are doing marvelously well. It's time for another of Salvatore's language lessons. Êtes-vous prêt? Are you ready? Yes. I would expect no less from my excellent friends. Even your replies to my questions are excellent. Ahorhui, today we will once again be focusing on listening. Lassie, go for it, my assistant Pikachu. As you may remember from our last class, the same Pokemon's cries may sound different depending on what it wants to say. Ahorhui, today that is, we will be learning more about the language used by Pokemon. Tetempure, if you would be so kind, Pikachu. Sounds a little bleak, doesn't it? His voice sounds a little lower pitched, too. It's like I really want to know what made them think that was like a good name. Like, it's weird because it fits, but like, what made you think of that, you know? What emotions do you suppose Pikachu is trying to convey just now? That one did actually sound a little sad. He's funny. Brava, Pikachu. Brava. No notes. If you hear one of your Pokemon making sad noises like this one, you should treat them with even more kindness than usual. It's so interesting that they actually put this in here, you know? It fleshes out like interactions with Pokemon way more. Article course. Next lesson, that is, will be our final lesson together. I hope you're ready for the climactic finale. Adios, matane. Aww. That makes a lot of sense, actually. That definitely makes a lot of sense. Wait. So wait, do I have to finish all of them to then get to that? Well, I guess we'll get the biology out the way, and then now that Home Ec's there, we'll try Home Ec. That's, I was already ready to take the final, and then he just disappeared on me. Hello, hello. I hope everyone's ready to learn some new things today. You all did really great on the midterm exam. Thanks for answering my little question at the end, too. I'll be sure to keep your responses in mind. Alright, we're now heading into the last half of our classes together. It's time for our knowledge to evolve and grow, just like our Pokemon. Evolution. Yep. Evolution. Today, we're going to learn about the fascinating phenomenon of Pokemon evolution. As your Pokemon battle and level up, they'll learn moves and get stronger. And for some Pokemon, once they've leveled up enough, their appearance changes and their stats increase, sometimes by a lot. That's Pokemon evolution. Pokemon become very strong when they evolve, making them trusty partners in battle. But some people prefer to keep their Pokemon in their adorable pre-evolved states. To do this, you'll just need to remember a certain button when your Pokemon begins to evolve. Say it with me. If you already know, to cancel evolution, press the B button. Yeah. Yeah, that's funny. Like, they're just like, okay, this was the easiest thing to do. Let's just put this in there. We don't have time for anything else. If you press this button soon after a Pokemon begins to evolve, you can stop it from changing. Huh. Well, they both are, is Fairy Tail part of Shonen? Because if it is, that definitely makes it, like, way easier to kind of, like, put both of those things together. Some may evolve by having a certain item, such as a Fire Stone or Thunderstone, used on them. Others may learn a specific move or defeat a specific Pokemon in battle to evolve. The way Primeape evolves into Annihilape is especially strange. I actually don't know this right now. You see, there's a certain move that... Okay, well... Bruh. Whoops, sorry, looks like we're out of time. I guess we'll have to end the class there today. Thank you for your attention. You better tell me. Rude. Just rude. You know what I meant. Shonen Jump. You know what I meant. This music is just very... It just makes you want to just do this the whole time. Hello, hello. I hope everyone's ready to learn some new things today. But before we get going, do you all remember the final question from our midterm exam? Well, Director Clavel found out about it somehow and I got yelled at. Yo, who snitched? That's crazy. Who did that to this poor sweet man? Like, he just wanted to know if you liked his ass. He wasn't even asking anything, like, personal. Oh my gosh. Apparently he could tell I was hiding something just by looking at me. He must have noticed all the color flush right out of my face. Speaking of color today, I'd like to teach you all about colors as they pertain to Pokemon. It's about to talk about shiny Pokemon. Yo, Jacques is really hilarious, yo. Like, that took me all the way out. Because the fact that he was like, whoops. Some Pokemon have slightly different coloration or patterning on their bodies based on their gender or individual differences. In very rare cases, a Pokemon may have wildly different coloration compared to others of the same species. We call these specimens shiny Pokemon. It is quite rare to cross paths with one. Does anyone know what the likelihood of finding a shiny Pokemon is? Wow, that's right. You may have the makings of a Pokemon professor, Isabella. Shiny Pokemon appear at a rate of 1 in 4,000. Isn't that amazing? The probability of encountering one in the wild is the same as hatching one from an egg, too. Eggs from a pair of Pokemon raised around different languages are a special case. There is a higher than average chance that a shiny Pokemon will hatch from these eggs, but we haven't been able to figure out why that is just yet. They really are, like, they put a lot of work into, like, these teachers and, like, all of these different characters. I've also heard rumors of a charm that increases your likelihood of finding shiny Pokemon when you have it in your bag. Can you believe that? This claim can't be scientifically verified, but it sure would be fun if it was true. Whoops, there's the bell. That's all for today. Thank you for your attention. Is everybody running out for me? Alright. Now it's time for home ec. Mr. Sagaro. That does make sense. That definitely does make sense, because it's like, you know, there's a... Oh, okay. Hello. We gotta put on a deep voice for him, because, you know, maybe something a little gravelly. Oh, look, there's Arvin. I see we have some energetic young ones in our class this time. You may call me Mr. Sagaro. Your time here with me will be spent obtaining knowledge and skills indispensable for daily life. Many of you left the care of your parents to live here on your own in the academy dormitory. I pray that the knowledge I impart to you will improve the quality of your lives and the necessities thereof: food, clothing, and shelter. Of those three categories, I assume the most pressing and interesting for all of you is food. When you eat sandwiches on your picnics, the HP of your party Pokemon will be restored. You will also gain something called meal powers, which can provide all manners of benefits. For example, these powers can make Pokemon easier to catch, or increase the EXP points that your Pokemon receive. I think you will also find that the breadth of these effects can be expanded by crafting sandwiches of superb flavor. What's more, there is a certain something that is particularly important if we wish to receive meal powers with even more helpful effects. Let me see. Miss Isabella, tell me, what must you keep in mind to receive even more helpful meal powers? My choice of fillings and condiments? Perfectly correct, Miss Isabella. Perhaps you are already aware of this fact from having helped your family with cooking at home. Your choice of ingredients, including both fillings and condiments, is an important factor in gaining even more helpful meal powers. For example, using sweet ingredients in your sandwiches may help you gain egg power. Including numerous bitter ingredients, on the other hand, can give you item drop power. Learning to aim for specific effects when crafting sandwiches will almost certainly make your culinary endeavors more enjoyable. First of all, that like reddish tone of hair is just... That's it. I'm joining your family. You can't get rid of me now. That's it. According to Ancestry, I'm 1% Mexican. I know it's not Cuban, but I'm taking it. Please be aware, however, that you can also receive meal powers by eating at restaurants. I must say that I would feel the utmost joy if you all learned much here in my class and came to better understand home economics. Our time together has come to an end for today. I bid you all farewell. Yeah, that's really true. Like, you will find a lot of melting pots and just like different splashes of mixtures depending on the location. And I like that. I really like that. Of course I want Mrs. Sagaro. I want to keep talking like that. It's fun. I feel that. There were times when I was younger where I was very confused. I was like, okay, like, right now, like, my hair looks brown, or some of it looks a little brown, but, like, I know it's black. So, like, what is it? And then, like, on, like, these parts of my cheeks when I was younger, I would actually grow whiskers. Like, they would be very, like, almost translucent. Like, they wouldn't be white, they wouldn't be gray. Like, they would literally just be, like, literally it was like somebody just sucked all the color out of their hair. So I used to have no colors all the time, and then now I have some whites popping because of, you know, stress and knowledge and all of that jazz. But yeah, it's interesting how that, like, how your like own genetic makeup can just do whatever it wants, you know. Put away your phones. It's time for class to begin. In our last class, I believe we talked about the effects you can get from food on your picnics. You can receive meal powers and even restore HP for all Pokemon in your party. It is a truly convenient means of healing your Pokemon. Unfortunately, as I'm sure you are aware, it is not suited for use in battles, where you cannot make food, or when you wish to restore HP quickly. In times such as those, you should make use of healing items such as potions, which you can purchase from Pokemarts or the school store. Healing items are immediately effective and can be used any time that you can open your bag. They are, however, consumed after one use. Potions restore 20 HP, Super Potions restore 60 HP, and Hyper Potions restore 120 HP. The pricier the item, the more HP it will restore. Keep in mind how much money you have when you are stocking up on these items. However, unforeseen happenings are of an inextricable part of traveling from place to place. Imagine, if you will, the following scenario. You find yourself with injured Pokemon, but you have no potions, you are out of sandwich ingredients, and there are no Pokemon centers nearby. Like, no, seriously, like, my ancestry, I actually need to go back and see, because it changes all the time. Like, I want to say I'm maybe 6% Irish now, 1% Mexican, 1 to 2% Southern Filipino. I feel like there was like Scandinavian, and like it's just a bunch of like different things. I might pull it up in a second just to check, because I haven't. Yeah, no, it's crazy. It's really crazy. But I'm glad to see that I'm not the only person that had that happen, because I was like, am I a cat? Like, what is going on? Like, why am I growing clear hair? It makes no sense. Tell me, Miss Isabella, what should you search for when in a perilous situation with no way to heal your Pokemon? Items on the ground. Items on the ground. Items on the ground. Perfectly correct, Miss Isabella. I see you are well learned in survival techniques. If you see something shiny on the ground, it is actually an item that had been dropped there. You may be able to find a restorative item such as an Oran Berry or a potion in this way. You can use the R button to send out your Pokemon to pick up such items as well. And then there are berries, of course. Berries, by the way, aren't like items from shops. If you let your Pokemon hold one, it will decide on its own when to eat the berry during battle. Letting your Pokemon decide this timing for itself can be quite interesting. At any rate, if you find yourself in need of healing, I suggest that you look around for shining items on the ground. If you can't find such items, there are other methods you may employ for healing your... but I see the bell demands that topic wait. Our time together has come to an end for today. I bid you all farewell. What's going on, everybody? If you are just randomly coming in while I'm doing all these voices, hi, it's me, your boy Ian D, aka Melodic Smile Gaming, and I thank you all for being here. If you have not liked the video yet, please like it and also say hi. Let me give you a personal shout out. You know, we if love around here, so if you want that personal shout out for yourself, put it in the chat. Listen, probably when I tell you I feel like I'm way too many things, like it all just makes sense to me. Alright, more home ec. Getting these classes out the way. Getting these classes, hey. I also hate the fact that, like, for him, my brain just started giving my Kevin Conroy voice. I am vengeance. I am the knight. I am Batman. Put away your phones. It's time to begin class. In my last class, I taught about HP restoration. However, after class, I was asked by several of you about power points, commonly known as PP. When a Pokemon loses all of its HP, it faints and can no longer battle. What then happens to a Pokemon when it loses all of its PP? It can't use moves. Perfectly correct, Miss Isabella. Perhaps you know this from first-hand experience? When a Pokemon runs out of PP, it can no longer use its moves. However, each move has its own store of PP. So you can mitigate PP loss by using a variety of moves rather than just one repeatedly. If a Pokemon loses all PP for all of its moves, it will only be able to use Struggle, an action that also damages the Pokemon that uses it. In order to avoid this predicament, PP can be restored at Pokemon centers along with HP. Items such as Ethers and Max Ethers can also be used to restore PP. Be careful not to confuse potions with Ethers in the heat of battle. However, Ethers are not sold at shops, so you should use them judiciously if you find them. The stronger the move, the lower its maximum PP. Do not waste uses of these moves unless you wish to quickly run out of PP. It is important to find balance in a Pokemon's set of moves. As you can see, HP isn't the only thing you must keep an eye on while adventuring with Pokemon. I hope that you will all take care to ensure that your partner Pokemon can perform at their best as you each engage in the treasure hunt. I'm really thinking about that freaky ancestor thing, and it's just throwing me all the way off. Our time together has come to an end for today. Our next meeting will be an examination day. Okay, Portuguese, Spanish, French, Cuban, North and West African. See, we already family. We are family. As a matter of fact, as soon as we're done with this class, before I start the next one, I'm a check my ancestry again, because it's been a while. Alright, so we're going to put this down while that's loading. Alright. morning again. Where is it? Trying to multitask here. Why am I not signed in? Oh my gosh. Close. Alright, so we got Nigerian, Cameroon, Congo, and Western Bantu peoples, Ivory Coast and Ghana, Benin and Togo, Mali, Senegal, Irish. Oh, my Irish went down. Oh, all of a sudden I'm 2% Norwegian. Ow. Southern Bantu peoples, still Southern Filipino, still 1% Mexican, 1% France, because I guess talking to you. Oh, 1% Portuguese, and 1% English and Northern European. So yeah, so there's definitely some similarities in there. So we might actually be family. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Let's take this home ec class. The time has come to test how well all of you have learned here in my class. Let's begin before the information simmering in your brains from a last-minute cram session fades. Which is not an effect of a picnic meal. Did he technically say that? For real. Which of the following affects the kinds of meal powers received from a particular meal? Which of these berries can restore Pokemon's HP? Orin. Leandro wants his Pokemon to decide on its own when to use this item in battle, so he gave it an Oran Berry. This will work, as he hopes. Very true. If a move runs out of PP, it can no longer be used. If a Pokemon runs out of PP for all its moves, it can only sit there in frustration. That's false. The time for answering questions has come to an end. Please stop writing. I hope you all were able to give the examination everything you had. Please remember to ask for your scores at the front desk before leaving for the day. We got at least 4. Hey! We did it! And more candies. Oh yeah. Being out in the sun, especially in them tropics all the time, it don't help. Like for me, I always said that I am the color of milk chocolate, and I'm like chestnut, if anything. And then some people are like, oh wait, no, you're darker than that. And I'm like, hold up a chocolate bar and tell me I'm not the same. Hold it up. Hold it up. Show me. But I always say that I am still of a lighter brown because I can actually still blush. So boom. Also, because I don't know if this chat is updating or not, and it won't give me proper numbers, if you guys would be so kind to hit this video with a like, it helps me out. I really appreciate it, and I love you for it. Also, if you want to subscribe, we go live every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday that I don't have a pre-existing engagement. And typically, if I can get done with that earlier, then I still make it happen. Mondays and Fridays we go live at 7, and Wednesdays is at 6 p.m. Put away your phones, it's time to begin class. Though some of you had to retake the midterm exam, yo, why is he calling these people out? Oh snap. I am glad to say that the majority of the class passed without issue. Yo, he's shady and I love it. I love it. I feel honored to see that the knowledge and skills indispensable for daily life have taken root in all of you. I trust that you will all work just as hard on your life skills in the second half of our course as well. Yeah, I mean, it also is funny because so I made an Instagram, to post for when we go live and little clips. If I actually need to put the clips on there too because I had started to and then I didn't. But I have more people following the Instagram than actually following and coming to the chat, which is funny. But I'm at least my friends support me, kind of. But I'm always even if you guys don't watch the videos, if you subscribe, it still helps me out. Yes, the video views help, but if we can get those numbers, it helps. So I use tags for the I guess the longer videos that I do. I don't think the shorts have the tags though, but I don't remember. Don't quote me on that. The student who asked this question is a young man who enjoys the culinary arts. It's Arvin. He tells me that he regularly researches culinary techniques on his own and pays careful attention to the ingredients he uses. He also spends day and night studying all aspects of the culinary arts. It's crazy how they're all just doing this at the same time. Yet despite this, he is baffled by his inability to increase the effectiveness of his meal powers. So, tell me, Miss Isabella, since you did quite well on your midterm exam, what should this young man do to increase the effectiveness of his meal powers? I really want to say Arvin. Oni, you better stop before you end up in a polyamorous marriage, because I'm just about to join your family. That's what this is. You can't love me this much and I can't love you this much and not expect that to happen. I'm just gonna walk up in there with my bags, be like, hey, guess what? I'm a new co-parent. We're all gonna be living here now. Oh, he still spilled the beans anyway. He still said it. Yo, he just doxed the homeboy. First of all, he came at all the students crazy. He came at all these students way too crazy. And secondly, then he gonna give the information out about his own student. Bro, he's funny. He is funny. He is hilarious. Oh my gosh. Oh wow, it's already 8:57. What was that, number 4 or was that 5? Alright, so we can finish home ec and then I'll be done. Listen, you live and you learn, and sometimes it just takes that that extra special one. But no, I understand. You know what I'm saying. I just have to mess with you because I love you. Oh, man, I am tired, but I have things to do. I mean, you know, he enjoyed your company. Sometimes it doesn't have to be like romantic in that sense. Sometimes it can be like platonic romantic or just straight up platonic. Listen, I have one of my friends, even though, you know, we're not going to go too deep into this, but like to this day he took me on a date. He'll actually, no, it was two people. Two friends, two different times. But I'll go to the one that I used to work with. So he hit me up and he's like, "Hey, let's hang out, whatever. Like, I want to go get some food." So I was like, "Okay, cool." So I was like, "Where you want to go?" He's like, "Oh, well, you know, there's this like really good Italian spot next to me or whatever. Like, I just want some pasta or something." So I pick him up and he gives me the instructions to get there. I pull up and I'm like, "Did you legitimately take me to like a authentic Italian restaurant? Like, are we on a date right now?" I mean, listen, if you got it like that, I don't know what you look like, so I can't assume, but like just off of your energy, it's very handsome energy. So like I can imagine that you'll have a lot of dudes hit on you, especially if you mixed, because then, you know, typically if you mix, that means that you got all the right junk in all the right places, you know, as Meghan Trainor likes to say. So like it makes sense to me. While you're out performing field work with one of your Pokemon walking alongside you, have you ever noticed changes in its coloration? No, like they do get dirty. They definitely get dirty. Now, I don't mean that it suddenly becomes a shiny Pokemon or any nonsense like that. Yo, why is he so shady? I am speaking of it becoming filthy. Pokemon battle. They get hurt by moves used against them. Yo, all these angles are taking me out. They get battered by wind and rain. They get covered in sand and mud. They get, in a word, filthy. Yo, it's the I for me. I have seen many a trainer walking around with their adorable little Pokemon without addressing this issue. It's deplorable. Let me ask this question of someone who I am sure would not tolerate such shameful conduct. Ah yes, Miss Isabella. What should you do if your Pokemon is dirty? Pat it on the head? I can't. Aww. I love that. That's actually really nice. I love that. I also hate the fact that in my personal life I have a lot of straight boyfriends, which is annoying, because like there's always a level of emotional connectivity with them that they have with me, but then it's always the, oh, if I wasn't straight, I'd be like, first of all, I'd be rich if you kept saying that. But like for me, the way that I see, like, you know, like sexuality and things like that, to me it can be a very fluid thing if somebody is willing to explore it. You know, like one day you wake up and you love eating peanut butter and you make all these peanut butter sandwiches and all that, and then one day you don't have a taste for it anymore, and then you decide that you need to try something else, or that you've gotten so sick of it you can't take any more of it, and then you go eat something else and you find out that you actually like this other thing. And then one day, you know, your taste buds change again and you want to go back to it, but you're like, I like eating both of these things, just not at the same time. It's very like, it's like a river to me. Like it's constantly flowing and just changing to me. Aw. No, I have a lot of people like that myself. I completely understand that. Definitely understand that. While you are having a picnic, you can approach the Pokemon on your team and perform a variety of actions. One such action is putting them through what I like to call the Pokemon wash. He really just can't say give them a bath. In other words, you are able to clean them up. You start by getting your sponge lathered up with soapy bubbles as you gently and carefully scrub your Pokemon. Once your Pokemon is nice and covered in soapy bubbles, the bubbles will encapsulate the filth. Then you simply wash it away with a spray of water. This will get your Pokemon clean and shining bright as a Terra Jewel. No, I understand that. I definitely understand that. For me, like, I have an attraction to pretty much anybody if it's genuine feelings, like, not just like it's more so genuine feelings over like sexual feelings. And it doesn't apply to any, particular gender or lack thereof. Like if I vibe with whoever it is and it's a mutual thing, that's what it is. But no, for me, especially at this point in my life, I only talk to men because of previous like trauma with women that just is like, it's a lot. No, yeah. No, I definitely understand that. Like if I don't know you and I haven't spent time with you to really get to know you in and out and feel your aura and see it, most likely not going to be attracted to you. I may be able to look at you and be like, oh, you're an attractive person, but me being attracted to you is not the same. So I completely agree with you there. However, some Pokemon may have parts of their bodies that they don't want scrubbed, or that they would rather not get wet. Be sure to keep this in mind when cleaning your Pokemon. Now, the most important part that I must mention is that some Pokemon like to be dirty. Though I will contradict myself by saying this, please do remember that cleaning your Pokemon is not always the thing to do. Our time together has come to an end for today. I bid you farewell. No, Oni, I swear, this is why I love you. Like, I understand you. I absolutely understand you. Alright, and it is 9:05, so I'm going to save. We got some learning done today, guys. We took on a base and we got some learning done. Yeah, like those things will stick with you forever, and it just makes it like so hard to get past those things. But like for me, I don't know. It's like, because there's a floating hair. I'm sorry. It caught my eye and I was like, wait a second, what? Because it came right in front of the light. But yeah, it really is just, it depends on what you've been through, what you heal from, and then who you eventually just grow to care for and about. But thank you, Oni. I appreciate and love you very much. You already know this. I say it every single stream, and it's not just completely me flirting at you. It's genuine care. But let me try to make some survival happen tonight. So thank you everybody who showed up here, especially Oni Boy. But I will see you guys on Monday. I don't believe I have any conflicts other than the fact that it's MLK Day, but we look like this, so we gonna be here, we gonna celebrate anyway, you know what I'm saying? But Monday, normal time, 7 p.m. may go to 9. It really depends, because I do try to support karaoke and all that, because my brother runs it. But I will see you next week. I hope you have a lovely weekend. I hope you have a celebratory weekend if you were, sending love and support to MLK and representing what he did and does and is. I'm here for that. So I'm gonna go. I love you guys. Mahal kita. I'll see you soon. Pakits. And do me a favor. Keep on smiling, lovies. I know. You listen, Owen, even if you wasn't here, I still love you the same. You're my guy. That's it. That is it. But alright, I'll catch you guys later. Love you. Bye.